Happy Monday! Welcome to our Freedom Conversation series. Now, for those of you na first time akong makita, my name is Ava. I'm here in Athens, Greece. And I'm so lucky kasi I have nice topic. I'm so lucky kasi meron akong partners here online tuning in live sa Google Meet to have conversations with. And we do this every week. Now, for hello sa mga friends ko sa TikTok. Now, we started this series kasi we want to create this community, not just for Filipinos, no, but first of all, for Filipinos who are looking for a hello, Janine. Welcome to the session tonight.
Hi po,
You,
good evening.
saan ka nanonood ngayon?
Gmeet po.
Saan? Jensen din, ayan. So, ayan nga, as I was saying, I love the sessions that we have every week. Welcome to Vanessa. I love the sessions that we have every week kasi we talk about money, business, finance, and I think very important right now to have these conversations and not pretend, alam mo yon, na walang nangyayari sa sa ekonomiya. And it's not only sa Pilipinas, di ba? It's all over the world. Kung anong mangyari sa Europe, maapektuhan din to some extent ang sa Pilipinas, di ba? Ayan, si Vanessa Polomolok Jensen. So I'm very happy kasi kahit international tayo, we can have this conversation. So this is not your typical training session or motivational speech. This is not that at all. Thanks, Leah. What we try to do here is to really help you understand where you are right now, where we are right now, diba? Working together and identify actionable points. Kasi maraming resources out there eh. Sa YouTube, 'di ba? Sa friends mo, nagpo-podcast. Maraming ka naman pwedeng pakinggan eh. Pero why would you want to keep joining these conversations? Kasi you can have your own voice and you can actually also process it, 'di ba? Para may progress. So whether you're doing business or you're an employee, you're welcome here kung ano man yung ini-explore mo. Our objective is to help everyone achieve time and financial freedom. Yan. Gusto nyo ba yan? I'm sure kaya kayo nandito tonight kasi yan ang target natin. So, I prepared slides. Let me just share it with you guys. Kasi sabi nung isang mentor natin who has earned over $10 million, very important daw ang slides when you're having conversations online. Okay? So, ito, as I mentioned, it's our Freedom series. We do this every Monday, 8 p.m. Philippine time. And now, itong picture na to was taken many years ago. Siguro 2008. I think 2008 yung photo na yan. So, bakit ko yan nilagay yung picture na yan? Kasi for tonight, we're going to talk about unpacking your money story. Kasi sabi nila, yan daw ang first step to financial freedom when you understand your story, what you created around money. So ito yung first time kasi na nag solo trip ako and I tried to create sa mind ko na walang limit ang pera. So, anong ibig sabihin? Kasi how would you feel, di ba, pagka walang limit, pag bibilhin mo lang o orderin mo lang yung gusto mong orderin. Sige, feel free to comment or open your mic. Anong mafe-feel mo pagka may nakita kang gusto mo, bibilhin mo na lang siya. Hindi mo naiisipin kung magkano yung gagastusin mo. So, this trip, to some extent, nilagyan ko siya pa rin ng budget, but hindi yung usual na budget ko. I didn't go crazy with it. So, nag-book ako ng room, bumili ako ng food. Hindi ko tinignan yung price list. Alam mo yun, I put myself in that situation na parang, ano kayang mafe-feel ko pagka hindi ko iniisip kung magkano yung bibilhin ko or magkano yung orderin ko. 'Di ba? How would you feel pag ganun? May nakita kang gusto mo, order, add to cart. check out, pay na kaagad, di ba? So that's what I did in that solo trip that I did. First time ko mag-solo trip. Sa La Union lang naman yan. But it was very, mind-opening, eye-opening, heart-opening, whatever have you. Kasi it was, parang eat, pray, love ang peg, di ba? Pero more than just finding myself, is also experiencing na yung relationship ko sa pera. So if you've not try that, di ba? Don't go crazy naman, baka ubusin mo yung savings mo. Pero try it. Parang punta ka sa isang restaurant or whatever have you, theme park, or kung ano man yung trip mo or massage, na hindi mo titignan yung presyo. Pero syempre, let's be realistic, di ba? Lagyan natin siya ng boundary pa rin. But then, at least you're breaking through your current situation. I hope that makes sense. So, yun nga, for tonight, we're going to unpack your money story. So, feel free to jump in anytime. Kung meron kayong gustong i-share na story, anytime, feel free to raise your hand or open your mic and speak up. So, sabi kasi nila, once we understand ourselves, yan talaga yung first step to financial freedom. So, ito naman, bakit ito yung picture na shinare ko? Ito yung dinner before kami lumipad ng asawa ko papunta dito sa Greece. And I'm sharing this video with you guys. Hi, Zane. I'm sharing this video with you, picture with you guys kasi ito yung relationship ko sa pera. Hindi ako nagtitipid pag tungkol sa pamilya. Pagka kainan kasama yung pamilya, yan yung talagang pinagkakagastusan ko. Kayo ba? Thanks, Coco. Kayo ba? Ano ba yung parang pagka nilapitan kayo or naisip nyo, hindi na kayo nagdadalawang isip na gastusan? So sa akin, eat out with family. Yan talaga. And siguro isa kasi sa mga tinuro sa amin growing up is tipirin mo na lahat. Wag lang pagkain. So first of all. At saka syempre, family, di ba? Yan. So, anong ine-expect nyo from this session today? Let's talk money, di ba? Anong ine-expect nyo? Feel free to open your mic, choose one or two or all of these things na nakalista dito. So first is to reflect on your earliest memory of money. Second is identify hidden beliefs you didn't know you had. Understand how your upbringing shaped your financial habits. Discover how to rewrite limiting money narratives. Spot which habits are keeping you stuck. Learn the difference between survival and abundance mindsets. Connect your money story with your current goals and leave with one action to start shifting your story today. So, meron bang gustong mag-share sa mga nandito live? Ano yung ine-expect niyo from tonight?
Ako,
Anyone? Sige, go.
like to spot which habits are keeping you stuck and connect your money story with your current goals. Ayan.
Okay, sige.
Thank
Anyone else? Hidden beliefs, no, Leia, yung sabi mo?
Yes, habits that keep you stuck and then yung money story and current goals.
Okay. Habits that keep you stuck. Okay, thank you.
Thank
Anyone else?
Ako po.
Sige, Janine.
Learn the difference between survival and abundance mindset and discover how to rewrite limiting money narratives.
Okay. Perfect. Money narratives. And yung difference, no? Si Coco naman, habits that keep you stuck din. Ayan. Okay, thanks. Si Vanessa, walang pressure, if you want lang. Feel free to share also. So, I guess sa akin, all of the above. Napaisip kasi ako when I was preparing talagang, alam mo yung, nakaka-relate ba kayo dito? Na parang, alam mong masipag ka, alam mong magaling ka, you know you have some skills, di ba? Pero bakit parang hindi umuusad? Na-feel nyo ba yan? Ako
Yes
kasi
po.
na-feel ko yan eh. And maganda yung mga pinili yung ine-expect nyo from tonight. Kasi when I prepared for this, and yun talaga, yung hindi natin nakikita, ang pumipigil sa atin. The root cause, di ba? And sabi nga nila, when you go to a session like this, it's best that you have expectations. Kasi kung ano yung ine-expect mo, yun talaga yung, if you filter ng utak mo, yun yung hahanapin ng utak mo, and you would actually find a solution. So, let's watch this video.
Let me say this. All, what's the word? Each and every statement you heard when you were young, every one of those is lodged in your subconscious mind and part of the blueprint that is running your financial life. Let me hear some of the phrases that you heard about money, wealth, success, rich people when you were young. What are some of the ones that you heard? Yes, money doesn't grow on. Yeah, what else? It takes money to. What else? Money doesn't make you happy. Good. Money's the root of all. Okay, we can't, yeah, there's never any. Rich people are greedy, criminals, crooks. You can't take it with you, right? Spoken like a true spender. All right, the big question is this. What is your current money blueprint set for? Are you preset for success, for mediocrity, or for failure around money? Are you set for struggle with money or for ease around money? Are you set for working really hard for your money? Raise your hand if you're a big hard worker. Come on, let me see it. Where are you? Good. Nothing more than a preset pattern or program. That's all that is. Or are you set for having a nice balance in your life? Are you set for having a very consistent income or an inconsistent income? You know, the up and down yo-yo effect. First you got it, then you don't. Then you got it, then you don't. Then you got it, then... Raise your hand if you know that one really good. Nothing more than a preset pattern. That's all that is. Who can tell me one of the simplest ways to make change? Decide one. What else? Yes, become aware of it. Good, good. Yeah, someone said marry rich. That's good. That's close. That's good. One of the easiest ways to make a change is to model. What is it? Model people who have blueprints set for high levels of success. High levels of success, yes? And those people have a name. They're called rich people. And so one of the things we're going to do in the second part of the program here is talk just a little bit about how rich people actually think quite differently than most other people. The first way that rich people think quite differently than most poor and middle class people, and when I say poor and middle class, I mean the mentality more than necessarily the result. Of course, it depends on that, yes? All right, so let's go this one. Rich people believe what? I create, one more time, twice as loud. And most poor and middle class people, what do they believe? Life happens to me, life happens to me. If you want to create real wealth, it is imperative to believe that you are at the steering wheel of your life. You have to believe that you are the one who creates your success, you are the one who creating your mediocrity, and you are the one creating any financial struggle. Consciously or unconsciously is still you. But instead of taking full responsibility for what happens to them in their life, most people, well, they play the role of the what? The victim. Now, you can always tell a victim because they leave 3 indelible clues. And we're going to go over these right now. But before we do, I want you to realize that I do fully understand that what we're about to talk about here has nothing to do with anyone in this particular room. But just in case you know someone who should have been here, make sure you bring them next time. Yes?
Ayan. Okay ba? Ang ganda ng video, di ba? So, siguro, let's just go through very quickly. Ano yung nakuha nyo dun sa video? Money blueprint. Ako, I'll start. Ang una ko nakuha dun sa sinabi ni T. Harv Eker is inconsistent money. Parang you earn, and then you don't earn, and then you earn. So, at parang sa akin, yun yung napansin ko. And I would love to understand ano yung root cause niya. So, meron ba sa inyo? Walang pressure, Siyempre, this is very personal as well. Kasi, it's very personal as well. So, don't feel the pressure to share. So, meron ba sa inyong gustong mag-share? Ano yung na-feel nyo when you were listening, when you were watching the video ni T. Harv Eker?
Sige ako.
Go.
Yung mga ano siguro, um, paniniwala ng kung saan kami lumaki. Like example, hindi kasi na-explain ng maayos before, yung money is the root of all evil. So parang always sinasabi ng parents na you only have to have enough money for yourself. But when I realized, you know that Miss Ava, we are in Save a Child, Save a Life. So we wanted to help more. But when I realized I cannot help others when I myself is not abundant. So dun ko nilalaban kasi nga all the people around me is telling me to just get by, to just earn enough. But me, I'm blessed to have sisters like Vanessa that understand this, even though we grew up in a very parang yan yung culture ng pamilya namin. We really strive to make a difference and say no. When we have more, we can give more. So yun talaga yung pinaka parang root cause for me. Thank you.
Thank you. So, ang galing, 'di ba, si Leia kasi she's been doing some work on herself already. So she understood, she can pinpoint ano yung root cause, having enough lang for yourself. But it's good na na-realize mo na yung yung mindset na pwede mong focusan for you to overcome that. So, it's a journey, di ba? It's not easy. Especially kung growing up, yan parating sinasabi sa'yo.
Yes,
Sakto,
mahirap.
sakto lang. Yan.
Eh, mga
So,
times sumabalik pa rin pag parang nagiging complacent ka sa goals mo, parang di na-justify ko sarili ko na okay lang yan, pero hindi yan okay. Charis.
complacent. Oo. So, that's why it's very valuable that you're always around people who push you to reach for bigger goals. Kasi babalik at babalik tayo parati dun sa kinalakihan natin di ba? But congratulations kasi you're aware of your money story first and foremost, di ba? And then you're taking steps to change that narrative. So anyone else na gusto mag-share ng kanila?
Hello, good evening.
Hi. Hi, Jen.
So, for me, sa family kasi, when we were growing up, laging ang kwento ng nanay ko, wala kaming pera. So, siguro yun yung default response niya to anything you need, walang pera. Pero, nung pagtanda-tanda ko na-realize ko, meron siyang pera, pero nakalaan. So, napuno ako nung scarcity mindset siguro na since walang pera, pag nagkaroon ako, gagastusin ko. So, when I started working, parang no matter how big I earn, parang lagi ko siyang nauubos. Kasi walang pera. Alam mo yun, parang dumikit sa akin yun. So, it's something na ang hirap na to break away from. But yun nga, awareness is key. And then, once I appreciated yung buong proseso na yun, dun ko mas naintindihan how to keep the money. Yun lang. Thank you.
Thanks, Jen. Ang galing, di ba? So, nabanggit kanina ni Janine, tama ba? Gusto niyang malaman yun yung sa difference ng scarcity at saka ano. So, meron kang sinabi na word na I think very important also for us to understand is to matutunan how to keep the money, di ba? It's not always about make more money, but actually how you can keep it. And ang ganda nung sharing mo kasi we have to go back talaga sa pagkabata. Ano yung mga naririnig natin na sinasabi sa atin, di ba? So anyone else who wants to share their money story? Yeah, wala tayong pera for that. Correct. Actually, wala ngang for that sa statement eh. Wala tayong pera, period. Di ba? Ayan. So feel free to jump in. So ano yung na-absorb nyo, di ba? Maganda tong time na to actually reflect kasi we're not here naman just to be entertained, di ba? And to mingle, of course, we like to mingle as well. But to get value, di ba? Kasi kaya naman tayo nagnenegosyo, kaya tayo we're working really hard kasi gusto natin mag-upgrade anytime. So, let me know if there's any memory dito na biglang na-realize mo, o nga no, sinabi sa amin yun. And then, are you able to recall any particular situation na nangyari? So, let me just read through this. Feel free to jump in kung may bigla kayong naalala na story nyo in your life. Yan nga, sinabi ni Jan, wala tayong pera. Was said often even when we had enough. Yung kay Leia naman, we have enough lang for ourselves. So, the belief that was taught there is money is always lacking. Like to Jen's words nga, scarcity mindset yung tinuro. Second is money was spent immediately on treats or luxuries. Ito yun sa amin to. Parang pag may gusto kang bilhin, hindi ka magtitipid. So kaya nung unang beses akong sumweldo, luho talaga kung ano yung gusto ko. Kasi parang feeling mo na deprived ka di ba? So the belief that was taught is spend money fast or lose the chance to enjoy it kasi baka hindi na maulit, baka hindi na dumating. Yan. So, mom tracked every centavo in a notebook. Ganyan ba yung parents nyo or ganyan ba kayo? You must control money or it will control you. Na parang nagkaroon tuloy ng stress surrounding money, di ba? Ganyan ba yung pakiramdam mo? Or, nagsusugal ba, not just that, masyado naman, anyone in your family nagsusugal or tumataya para lang ayusin yung financial problems instead of learning how to manage yung finances. Anong belief na tinuturo niyan? The only way out is a big win or a big risk, di ba? Which is not necessarily true. Kasi may mga opportunities, small sale here or small referral here, di ba? It could accumulate to help you fix your financial problems. Now, we only bought new things during holidays. Meron ba sa inyo nakaka-relate dyan? Na sobrang hinihigpitan, ayan, kay Coco naman, hindi tayo mayaman. Gusto mo ba mag-elaborate? Hindi, first time ka marinig hindi ako tumarin ng pera. So,
Ganyan din mama ko, hindi tumatay ng pera in Bisaya, so mas ano pa in Cebuano, so mas mabing.
Hindi namin sinasabi sa Tagalog. Baka kaya nagkaiba. Di ba? Kasi ibig sabihin parang hindi madaling dumating. Parang ganun yung belief na tinuturo. And there's nothing wrong with that kasi yun yung na-experience ng mga magulang natin. But it doesn't have to be what is our truth. So ito nga, we only bought new things during holidays. Ang belief na tinuro niya is you don't deserve good things unless special occasion. I guess it also goes dun sa hindi ko alam kung nangyari yan sa inyo. Yung mga magagandang plato, magagandang baso, hindi ginagamit unless may bisita. Diba?
Yes, yung mga unan at saka mga kumot na yan.
Diba?
Alam bakit hindi pinapagamit sa atin.
Diba? Bakit hindi? Nabubulok lang. So yan, sabi ni Marley, hindi pinupulot ang pera. So, the belief around these things is that mahirap kumuha ng pera. Yung isa naman dito is parent always thought about money at month end. Ang belief naman na bigay niyan sa atin, kung meron man sa inyo niyan, is money causes conflict and stress. So, bakit ko go through to one by one? Kasi it's very important for us to identify and actually go back na pagka yun nangyari ba sa magulang mo or sa family mo growing up, yan din ba yung nangyayari sa'yo ngayon? Diba? It means meron talagang pattern. Meron kang memories in your life growing up na nagbigay niyan sa'yo. Pag usapang pera ba, do you feel stressed? Or feeling mo parang, nako, hindi dapat pag-usapan, ganyan. So, halimbawa, yung nanay mo ba, kinailangan niyang gumawa ng maraming side hustle? Not just your mom, di ba? Anyone in your family. Ang belief naman yan is you can create money if you're resourceful. So, it's not all bad. It could be good memories. Baka meron kayong good memories done with money. So, parents gave money to relatives even if we were short. It means helping others is more important than your own needs. Yan yung tinuro. Yan, siguro to some extent yan, isa yan sa akin, sa memories ko, na parang, sige, okay lang gipit, basta nakakatulong tayo sa iba. Diba? We were told not to talk about money taboo subject siya, you should keep it private. Only cash was used, credit was avoided, debt is dangerous and should never be touched. So, meron ba kayong gustong i-add on pa? Although nag-add on na rin naman kay Money Doesn't Grow on Trees, sabi ni Coco, di ba? So, parang most of us here tonight, ang feeling, ang emotion, ang memories surrounding pera is quite negative. Tama ba? Is it safe to conclude this for tonight? It's quite negative na parang hindi pinag-uusapan. Even sa trabaho, I don't know if you experience this. Huwag ka masyadong magbigay ng amount. Di ba pag tinatanong ka magkano yung salary, di ba? Nahihiya kang magsabi more than what you actually want kasi baka hindi pasok dun sa salary for the job na in-applyan mo. Diba? So most of this, correct me if I'm wrong, most of our beliefs sa pera, negative. Meron ba kayong naalalang positive memory? Yan.
Ako
So,
siguro,
sige, go.
positive. Para sa akin, hindi naka-attach yung ego sa pera. Kasi parang, matanda na ako nung na-realize ko to eh. But, so my dad is a licensed engineer, mining engineer. Pero, marami siyang qualifications like, blaster siya. Very few yun in the Philippines. Tapos, he really knows his craft. So, anyway, para siyang mining na mech-eng, na civil, ganyan. So, marami na siyang branches. Tapos, there came a time na Asian financial crisis. So, college tayo nito. Ako pala. College. Patawid ng college. So, um, it was a time na, syempre, nag-stop yung construction kasi may oversupply ng mga building. And, kapag may oversupply ng building, affected din dun yung mining. So, in short, tinamaan sila. Tapos, I remember na it sounded like an adventure to me when I was young. No, si Papa pupunta ng Bulacan kasi magdadala siya ng mga pasahero using our van. Tapos parang ang pahinante niya yung conductor niya, yung tita ko na kapatid ng mama ko. So, to me, parang nung time na yun, nagawa nilang ikwento yun sa amin that it sounded like an adventure, na hindi siya shameful. Na parang as a parent, you would do anything to help your family, to make sure that your children are fed. So, it was a difficult time for us na hindi ko na-realize na kaya pala ganun lang yung baon ko, kaya pala gutom na gutom ako sa LB kasi wala kaming pera. But, when I was much older na, graduate na and all, right before ako mag-business, dun ko na-realize na yung parents ko pala walang ego kasi given all their titles and accolades and whatever, 'di ba? Parang nagawa niya yun for us. Tapos kunwari mom ko din, parang teacher din siya. So, ito yung typical na kwento na may mga teacher na bumibiyahe sa ibang bansa, pag-uwi may paninda. So, wala rin siyang ego dun. Na so much so na when I started doing hustles, hindi ko pa nga masasabing business, but hustle lang. Pag kunwari pinadala ako ng bangko sa probinsya, pag-uwi ko, meron ako ititinda sa mga office mates ko. So, hindi ko siya na-attach in a way na negative siya. First time ko lang nakarinig ng negative connotation about it when I was actually in another bank, yung last bank ko, which was Metrobank. Sinabihan ako ng secretary na, "Ano ba 'to si Jen, manager na nagtitinda man ako ng ano." Ta's parang naapektuhan ako nun. Pero na-realize ko, hindi ko dapat ikahiya kasi dun ako nabuhay ng parents ko through the hardest times namin as a family dahil nga tinamaan ng crisis. So, parang since then, kahit gaano kahirap yung negosyo, kunyari no skin, and kumita lang ako ng ₱10, I still celebrate it kasi naalala ko yung hirap ng parents ko. So yun, thank you.
Thanks, Jen. Thanks for sharing that. Sobrang galing kasi may mga naalala rin ako about ego nga. Which is, I think, correct me if I'm wrong parang karamihan ng tao, yan ang problema para mag-upgrade ng kinikita nila. Kasi for example sa akin, nung nag-decide ako na magnegosyo na and not pursue my career as bilang engineer, marami akong hate na na-receive kasi nag-masters ako eh. So parang, and that's what I grew up to, na parang kailangan marami kang title, like sabi mo nga Jen, maraming accolades, kailangan marami kang accomplishment, kailangan marami kang alam. And isa yun sa pumigil sa akin in, alam mo yun, growing yung kinikita ko. Kasi parang iniisip ko, ano yung isipin ng ibang tao? Ego talaga. So thanks so much for sharing that. Kasi I think misplaced yung importance. Ego about what? About the title or ego about you're able to take care of your family? Ego about maabot mo yung mga pangarap mo. 'Di ba? I think yun nga, yung misplaced siya. Iniisip natin masyado kung anong sasabihin ng ibang tao sa title mo, sa uniform mo, sa damit mo, di ba? So, I think we have to shift our perspective. Ano ba yung mas importante talaga? And money is just a tool to that, for all these things, di ba? Yan. Thanks so much for sharing that. So, behaviors reveal the root cause. So, sobrang ganda kasi now we are here identifying ano yung mga sinabi sa atin growing up, ano yung mga natutunan sa natin. And like sa akin nga, like sinabi din ni Jen, later in life na niya na-realize na kailangan ma-overcome talaga yung ego. Na sa akin din, I have to overcome this na, ano naman, excuse lang. Parang, ano naman kung engineer ang tinapos ko, di ba? If hindi niya mabibigay sa akin yung gusto kong pangarap for my life, di ba? Lahat naman to are just tools for us to use. So, ngayon, to share with you, syempre to pinagawa ko to kay ChatGPT, ano yung mga recurring behaviors that you do and ano ba yung nire-reveal niya? Kasi now is a nice time for us to do this exercise, di ba? Saan ka ba dito nakaka-relate? So feel free to share. So first is always checking out sale items just in case. Fear of missing out, yan yung nire-reveal niya, or scarcity mindset. Ito, guilty ako dito. Daily small indulgences. Milk tea or snacks. Yan, si Jen daw. Just in case. Reward spending. I think marami sa atin dyan kasi deserve ko to, di ba? Especially with ngayon, the generation right now, deserve ko to. Small indulgences that amount to huge expenses. So, buying things online, then forgetting about them. Sino ba yan dyan sa inyo? Kasi you were sad, di ba? Pinag-usapan nga natin yan, triggered spending. Pero hindi mo naman nagagamit. Ilan sa mga nabili mo ang actually ginagamit? So, dahil feeling mo, kailangan mo siyang gawin to overcome this guilt or sadness, o check na naman kay Jen. So, next is avoiding checking bank balance or e-wallet. Or even takot kang buksan yung bills mo, di ba? Nafe-feel mo ba yan? Meron kang anxiety about it kasi baka you spend too much dahil sa small indulgences, di ba? Or buying things that you forget. So, meron ka bang avoidance habit? Swiping credit card for non-essentials. Ibig sabihin, parang, ay hindi, later, pwede ko namang mabayaran yan later, di ba? But sabi nga nila, ang credit card, hindi lang sabi nila, it's a fact, na the more you delay yung payment, the more mo talaga siya binabayaran. So, may isang $1 million circle nagsabi. Sabi niya, if you can't buy it twice, it means you cannot afford it. So, siguro, to some extent, we do this, or not just sa credit card, yung small indulgences, emotional spending, kasi we feel somehow na nandun yung control. But what if we shift, di ba, yung narrative, na we are in control of what we are spending. And, well, we are in control, basically. Pero, we manage yung emotions natin para hindi nagsasuffer yung sa pera. So, grocery shopping without a list. Sino dyan? Lack of planning leading to overspending. And I think we have to find a balance, di ba? Kasi minsan, yan, si Coco, si Jen dati. Ako din dati. And even now, kasi ang galing talaga ng mga supermarket, even online, pinaposition talaga nila yung items na parang, uy, maganda sa mata, bibiling ko. Something you think you didn't think you need, di ba? Lalo na sa Temu. After TR meeting. Ayan, whoops, si Ate Jing. Giving beyond budget to show love. Ayan nga. So, anong inire-reveal niyan? Tying your self-worth to generosity na hindi ko alam sa inyo parang sa akin, ayokong tumatanggi pagka lalo na pag may taong nangangailangan. But later on, na-realize ko na I'm not actually doing them a favor by, alam mo yun, tuwing hihingi, magbibigay. Nagbago na ako, Coco. Binibili ang approval or love. May gusto ba sa inyo mag-elaborate dyan? Hindi mo kailangan yan. Hindi mo kailangan mo yan. Hindi mo kailangan mo yan. So, ayun nga, di ba? Parang na-capture nyo ng maayos Binibili ang approval or love. Yung self-worth mo is pagka may iba kang napasaya. Pero at the end, masaya ka ba talaga dun sa ginawa mo? So I think we have to identify ano ba yung most important for us and not just go with the flow what society dictates us to do, di ba? Waiting until due date to pay bills, procrastination or disorganization cost. Or baka nakakalimutan mo pang magbayad, nagkakaroon ka tuloy ng penalty. Dahil ayaw mong harapin yung mga kailangang bayaran. Yan yung what it reveals. So not tracking income or expenses, passive approach to money management. Siguro, ang root cause nito kasi growing up, sinabihan ka na hindi dapat pinag-uusapan ng pera or tabu pag-usapan, di ba? It was never discussed in your household. So always saying yes to small shared bills. Kaya kilala akong ganyan. Kahit hindi ka naman kasali dun sa ginastos, oo ka na lang kasi ayaw mo ng conflict. So kailangan makakapag-set tayo ng financial boundaries. So, next. So, who is actually running the show? Yung money belief na money doesn't grow on trees. Does this happen to you? So, ngayon siguro, we want to identify ano ba yung money belief mo that you have by looking at what's happening to you in real life. So, feel free kung meron kayong gustong ikwento na situation na parang, oo nga, no, yan pala yung nangyari. So, money doesn't grow on trees. You hesitate to invest in a course or business fearing you'll never earn it back. Nangyari ba yan sa inyo? So, yan yung posible mangyari na ayaw mong mag-start ng business or ayaw mong mag-collaborate or you don't want to invest on a training camp, for example, next weekend. Kasi natatakot ka na mawawala na yung pera na yun. Kasi hindi nga madali kitain yung pera. Yan yung tinuro sa'yo na belief. Second is, I'm just not good with money. So, you avoid budgeting apps or tracking because you assume you'll mess it up. Na parang, isasabotage mo na lang yung sarili mo. Kasi, or minsan kahit sa grocery, instead na bumili ka ng quality, bibili ka ng mura. Ayan, tama. Yan ba yung sa money doesn't grow on trees, TJ? Instead na bumili ng quality, bibili ka ng mura. Yan.
Yes.
So, gusto mo mag-elaborate?
Ayun. Ano nga lang, minsan parang kadikit din nung wala kang list. So, ano kasi, parang conscious effort talaga, di ba? Minsan mag-grocery. Pagka pati healthy, ang hirap na basta mamili parang kailangan ano din talaga, parang may konting research or binabasa mo yung nutrition facts. So, pero minsan kasi napakadaling bumili na lang kung ano yung mainstream or ano yung sikat versus bibili ka nga ng quality na syempre parang better for your health, parang later on kung hindi ka magkakasakit. So parang nakakatipid ka dan or parang better spending, 'di ba? Kung quality yung bibilhin mo. Ayun, or naiplano mo?
Oh, I guess, ano siya, no, nakakabit siya na pwede na yan, na quality of food. Hindi natin naiintindihan na parang, hindi natin naiintindihan before, na parang pag bumili ka ng mas mura, in the end, detrimental siya for your health, mas mapagastos ka dahil pa-hospital or whatever it is, di ba? So, yan nga, I'm just not good with money. And for me, siguro, isa to sa pinakamalaking kalaban ko is self-sabotage. Na parang dahil hindi ka na rin naman magaling, ba't ka pa magta-try, di ba? So next, rich people are greedy. So hindi ko alam kung lumaki kayo sa ganyan. You feel guilty raising your prices or earning more than your peers. Nangyari ba yan sa inyo? So siguro sa akin, isa yan sa mga beliefs ko. Rich people are greedy or masama ugali. Lalo na, di ba, pagka sa mga telenovela, parating masasama yung mayaman. Ang parating mabait ay yung mga mahihirap. So, next is if I earn ano yan? Ano yan? Yan una nating training, wag na magpatong. Tijing, may gusto kayo share?
Hindi yung sa ano lang yung mayayaman sa telenovela. Yung mga naaapi yung mababait. Kaya ano, or mga mahihirap yung mga naaapi.
Correct, diba? So, syempre, sino ba yung gusto ng masama ugali? Diba? So, we resort to that. Kaya very important din talaga yung media, diba? So, sabi ni Jen, yan ang una nating training, wag na magpatong. Correct. And, bakit hindi, diba? Negosyo siya eh. So, karapatan mo lang magpatong kasi you're giving value. And I guess, in a way, pag hindi mo nakikita na meron kang value na binibigay, ano ba yung term doon? You'll shortchange yourself or short charge. Ano ba yung word doon? Lulugihin mo talaga yung sarili mo. So, you self-sabotage income opportunities or overspend windfalls, di ba? So, if you have this thinking, if I earn more, I lose it anyway, parang ganun din siya sa I'm not just good with money, di ba? So, sinasabotage mo talaga yung sarili mo. I have to work hard for every peso. You reject passive income ideas, believing only 8 to 5 jobs are real work. So, share ako ng konti dito. Siguro ito sa akin kasi talagang growing up, ang thinking ko lang, kailangan masipag ka. Kailangan lahat pagtrabahuhan mo ng by your own effort. That's why this is one of the things na inaaral ko talaga right now is to understand passive and leverage income. Kasi for as long as na may belief ako na ako lang dapat lahat gumagawa. Ako lang talaga lahat gumagawa, di ba? Or ako lang ang magaling, or ako lang ang may kaya nito. Hindi ko matututunan yung ginawa ng successful people na they're leveraging their time, di ba? So, meron ba sa inyo nakarelate dyan? Yan. So, talking about money is rude. Real life situation is you avoid asking for what you're owed or you don't discuss money with your partner or with your family, di ba? Kasi nga, hindi siya pinag-uusapan growing up. More money, more problems. You stay in low-income comfort zones to avoid perceived stress of success. So, meron lang ako i-share about this. Meron isang, sino nga ba nag-share nito? Anyway, totoo na more money, more problems. Pero, hindi ba parang mas gusto mo naman na yung problema mo or iba siya pag marami kang pera. Si Erwin ata nagsabi nito, mas okay atang umiyak na heartbroken ka sa isang luxury car versus sa tricycle. 'Di ba? Either way, you would have problems. So, don't associate dahil marami kang pera, magkakaroon ka na mas maraming problema. So I grow up poor, I'll always be poor. So you stop yourself from dreaming bigger or pursuing new skills. So I guess it all boils down to self-sabotage every time may ganun tayong belief. So I should help everyone even if it hurts me. You lend money kahit um, wala ka ng pangkain, for example. Budgeting is restrictive. So ayaw mo nung nililimit ka. Kaya pagka meron kang kinitang pera, ginagastos mo lang. Yeah, perspective, di ba? So, I hope that helped yung list na to for you to identify who's actually running the show. Even for me, when I prepared this and now that we're talking about this, na-realize ko talaga na sinasabotage ko yung sarili ko dahil sa mga past beliefs, di ba? And I can keep on trying na kumita ng pera, pero, or I can keep on trying na magnegosyo, pero kung merong dito sa mga root cause na to that will actually stop me, pointless, di ba? So we have, sabi nga nila, we have to address the belief first, kung ano yung thought process mo para magkaroon ng pagbabago sa action. So ngayon, gusto natin to write our new money narrative. So if you have your extra phone or notebook or pen, I hope you write this for yourself. Kasi nga, gusto naman natin is to move forward. Magandang problem yun is yung paano gagasasin ng pera dahil puno na. O, di ba? Correct, Janine. Mas gusto kong problema yan. Kung anong property ang bibilhin ko kaysa kung saan ako kikita. So first is, money is hard to earn and easy to lose. So why not think about it? Money flows to me with purpose and I manage it well. If you have not read yung book ni Robert Kiyosaki and Donald Trump, Midas Touch, na ang belief system kasi nung dalawa, kilala niyo si Midas, di ba? Si King Midas. Na lahat ng hinahawakan niya turns into gold. So, you're gonna learn it anyway. Why not shift your perspective na parang kaya mo ring gawin? Diba? You have the Midas touch as well. So next is, we never had enough, so I'll always be behind. My past doesn't define my financial future. Meron, di ba, isang milyonaryo sa New Skin. Pumasok lang siya 2001. Pero, siya yung ewan ko kung na-beat na, ever may pinakamalaking kinita in a month. So, it doesn't mean na nahuli siya or it doesn't mean na wala siya from before. Hindi niya pwedeng kitain. Malay mo, ikaw na yung next na makaka-break ng record na yun. Biggest earning in a month, di ba? So, if I spend, I feel in control of my life. Yan nga yung nabanggit ko kanina. So, instead of thinking na wala kang control if you don't spend, I choose to spend intentionally, not emotionally. Kasi that's putting yourself pa rin in the driver's seat, di ba? Next, I need to help everyone even if I go broke. So ito, meron akong ganyang mindset dati. You can be generous without sacrificing your own security, di ba? And I think maraming ganito yung belief system. So kung ikaw yan, feel free to share also. So having debt is normal. Everyone has it. I choose to live free from debt and in peace. So i-qualify lang natin yan even more. We also have to understand, is it a good debt or a bad debt? Diba? I don't understand money, so I avoid it. You can believe I take time to learn about money because I deserve to learn about it. Yan. So, di ba, kaya nga tayo nagkakaroon ng ganitong sessions. Budgeting means depriving myself. Budgeting gives me the freedom to choose. Rich people are lucky or corrupt. Di ba? So what? Kung merong mga maswerte or corrupt, di ba? Bakit hindi ikaw yung unang mayaman or wealthy na magiging maayos ang ugali? If sa paniniwala mo, di ba? So why not? I'll never be able to save. It's impossible. Start small, di ba? Even small steps today lead to bigger financial goals. I always mess up with money. I've made mistakes, if you are this, di ba, kung most of your life, nagkaka-problema ka talaga sa pera, tell yourself, be compassionate to yourself, di ba? I've made mistakes, but now I'm building new habits. So, you can take a screenshot of this. Hindi ko na siya i-go through one by one para ma-save nyo. I think at the end of the day, we really have to sit down and have courage, di ba? Identify. First of all, see where you are right now. Ano yung, pag may dumating na gastusin, ano yung nafe-feel mo about it? Is that what you want to feel? Or gusto mo siyang i-shift yung narrative mo? And for me, what helps me shift my narrative is to have conversations with you. And nanonood ako ng mga videos, nakikinig ako ng mga audiobooks of successful people. Kasi ang maganda right now, hindi natin kailangan manghula ng gagawin, di ba? Kasi may mga nakagawa na ahead of us. So make it real, upgrade your habits. So feel free to screenshot this also. These are just some suggestions. As I mentioned, ito nga, you can talk to a friend about money positively or privately kung ayaw mo nang pinag-uusapan, di ba? If you have a purchase na parang gustong-gusto, like kagabi pala, no, 7-7, delay mo yung impulse purchase mo by 48 hours and you still want to do it. For me, ang pinaka nakakatulong talaga sa akin is to rewire my money narrative is ito, mindset book. Hindi man ako nagbabasa, audiobook ako. I learn better sa audiobook and having these sessions where I talk. Kasi nagpo-prepare ako eh. So why not, di ba, volunteer for a talk? Why not set up your own live or set up your own meeting and have conversations or bring those people here and host the conversation, di ba? Kasi sabi nga nila, when you teach, mas natututo ka eh. Mas nai-ingrain sa utak mo. So, yeah, di ba? Pili ka dito. It could be all, it could choose one. We only need one for the first step, di ba? You don't need the whole staircase. You just need the first step. So, our upgrade starts now. Meron ba sa inyong gustong mag-share? Naka-check out pa ako. Sa 8-8 na lang. So, what is the one small thing? Feel free to comment in the chat. What is one small thing that you will commit to doing differently with money this week? Or feel free to open your mic and share ano yung gusto mong i-upgrade.
Sige ako.
Sige, go.
Ano, yung not sacrificing yourself just to help others. Kasi na-pinpoint ko din siya sa sarili ko. I had to sit down and understand the root cause. Why do I help others? Is it to look good, to like that? So parang it's coming from my parents modeling it. Nothing bad about it. Ang bad is yung parang nauubos ka na when you help others. Maybe that's the reason also sometimes that we go inside toxic relationships, yun na mga level, and also ano talaga, shadow working sa sarili mo, yung learning yung lahat, and then since money naman, having boundaries. My mantra now is I like me better when I have boundaries. So example, before I cannot say no. Now, example, may nangungutang ng 1,000 tapos 200 lang pera ko or 150. Instead of I say no, and then if I want to give na lang. Hindi na yung parang iisipin ko na singilin pa sa kanya kasi alam ko nga. Or I say I may not be able to give you money or lend you money, but I could give you opportunity. So yun, I'm teaching them, I'm giving them opportunity, teaching them how to fish than to just give them fish. Yun lang.
Wow. Sobrang ganda, di ba? Teach them how to fish instead of giving them fish. Yan. Anyone else who wants to share ano yung i-upgrade nila? Sige. So sa akin siguro itong list 3 things you're doing well. Since very critical, sige Jen, go. Mauna ka na.
Sorry, ikaw na dapat. Sige, mas maganda kang ending. Um, so for me, when I started preparing for June, sabi ko lang sa sarili ko, dapat may pumapasok na pera every week. So parang ang nangyari, siguro dahil that thought also came with the action plan na dapat may ganito akong ipopromote, may ganito akong gagawin. So, awa naman ng Diyos, nangyari. And then, come July, ganun pa din. So, I hope na I can sustain it. So, yun, financial goals. Admittedly, hindi ko na gagawa yun before. Pero ngayon, mas specific ako about it. Yun lang. Thank you.
Thanks, Jen. Anyone else? Sige. So, yun nga yung sa akin. Ito. Ay, go.
All actually. Well, saan ba yun? All. Dapat. Pero, what works best for me is, delay impulse purchase by 48 hours. Actually, kahit 24 hours lang eh. Iba kasi pag nakikita mo, right there and then, mapapabili ka eh. Pero, pag sumasagi sa isip mo na later na, parang may realize mo, ay, hindi ko pala kailangan yan. So, yeah, I would do that more often this time.
Nice. So, delay naman yung kay Coco. Sige, Tijing. Ikaw naman.
Ako siguro yon delay din. parang sakto, 'di ba? 7:07 ngayon. So, parang kagabi nagbo-browse ako ng mga ng 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 Lazada. So, tapos parang ang dami mo ng nilagay sa cart mo. Tas talaga, parang madali kang mabubudol eh kasi parang 'di ba red yung yung bagong presyo tas ang layo dun sa original na presyo. So parang talagang or place order now. Pero 'yon um nandun pa rin siya sa cart, hindi ko naman siya na-order pa. So congratulations sa akin. So, yan. Tsaka siguro yung, alin yun, tinitingnan. Ayun, yung write a daily money affirmation. Parang importante kasi yun na parang imbis na or related din siguro dun sa list 3 things you're doing well financially, 'di ba? Imbis na parang, gumastos ka na naman, kailangan mo ba 'yan? So, imbis na ganon, parang i-affirm mo yung sarili mo na, uy, congratulations, hindi ka bumili today ng ganito or bumili ka ng imbis na bumili ka ng brownies, bumili ka ng pang salad or prutas, ganyan. So, ayun, yun yung sa akin. Parang i-affirm mo yung sarili mo, tas dun sa mga magandang ginawa mo financially. So, yun lang. Thanks!
Thanks for sharing. So, yun nga din yung sa akin, list 3 things you're doing well financially. Yung sa akin kasi, very critical ako. Hindi ko alam kung meron sa inyo nakaka-relate yung parang feeling mo perfectionist ka na pag may mali kang ginawa, hindi dapat ganito. Na in the end, you're actually putting yourself down. And sa akin, sinasabotage ko yung sarili ko, sinaslow down ko yung sarili ko. So ito naman, I'm shifting my perspective to, okay, nagkamali ka, it's normal. Magkakamali ka talaga. Meron kang hindi maintindihan at first. But that's why, I'm gonna be more compassionate sa sarili ko and actually pinpoint kung ano yung tama ko nagagawa and then I'll build on that. Kasi nga, siguro it goes then na itong affirmation, i-affirm ko yung sarili ko na kaya kong magawa. hindi ko pa kaya right now, pero that's why I'm taking steps every day. And this small thing, celebrate your small wins, di ba? It applies with everything and even sa pera. Now, identifying yung mga beliefs that have sabotaged yung finances mo so far, when you do this process again and again, kasi we will continue to do this, di ba? Hanggang ma-achieve mo yung goals mo. Show yourself compassion, be kind to yourself. Gagawin mo siya, not to put yourself down, but to actually hanapin yung bara, di ba? Or hanapin yung leaks, which is coming from tinuro sa atin or natutunan natin, na pick up natin somewhere along the way, growing up, or even as adults. So, babalik parate, ano yung gusto mong mangyari in terms of sa finances mo, and identify what is supporting you still and what is not supporting you anymore. Alisin ang mga hindi nagsusupport na, cut off, di ba? Amputate that part. And again, transformation starts with awareness, but it will grow with consistent action. So we'll see you guys sa next events natin. We have a session tomorrow to talk about products that could help you become, age is just a number. On Wednesday, for those doing business with us, of course, how to turn your habits into more profits. And Sunday, we have our Glow Up Hour. Okay, we'll see you guys soon. Thank you for joining live.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great night.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye-bye. Good night.
Thanks.